Nizzy, and in this video, you guys, we're going to be breaking down the upcoming matchup between the Green Bay Packers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Little afternoon Sunday matchup coming up tomorrow. Obviously, some big news breaking earlier in the week. Aaron Rodgers is going to be unavailable for this game. Obviously, I'm getting sick with the COVID there. He's not going to be available in this game. Obviously, there's a lot of controversy going on this week with our star quarterback, Aaron Rodgers. There, you guys, I did make a video on it as he came out yesterday and spoke his piece on the Pat McAfee show. You can go ahead and check that video out on my channel if you guys like. So it should be a good one this week. We're going to get to see a little bit of Jordan Love, first NFL start for the guy. Pretty excited, to be honest with you, just to get a feel for how he plays the game and to see if he's going to be capable coming up in the future here with Aaron Rodgers. Career with the Packers, I guess you could say, is kind of up in the air after this season. We're not too sure if he's going to, sign an extension, stay with the team, if he's going to move on, if he's going to retire. So it's a big opportunity for Jordan Love, you guys. We're going to have to see how he performs there. Right, real quick, before we start breaking down this game preview, if you can go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Been getting a lot of support from you guys lately, man, and I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much, you guys. We'll keep coming up with as much content as possible for you. But without further ado, let's go ahead and start breaking down this game coming up tomorrow. Packers are at a 7-1 record right now on the season. 7 wins in a row after that tough loss to the Saints in week 1 there. Chiefs have kind of been an up and down season for them so far. They're 4-4 through 8 games. Patrick Mahomes has not looked like himself so far this season, turning the ball over a lot, almost a turnover per game for the guy right now, at least one. The Chiefs defense is the worst defense in the league, so if anything, that should give Jordan Love and the Packers offense a little bit of a boost. Hopefully that, makes the difference and allows us to keep it a tight-knit game. I still think the Chiefs are probably going to be able to win this one just because I think the injury woes of the Packers are finally going to catch up to us. I mean, we are just absolutely marred by injury pretty much on every position front on the team right now. So it's going to be a tough battle for us. Thankfully, we did have that kind of extended mini bye week after playing the Thursday game. So it gives Jordan Love a little bit of extra time and preparation with the ones. Obviously, Aaron Rodgers going out at the beginning of the week, so Jordan Love would have, reps with the ones all week long here. I'm just excited to see how he's going to perform in the game. Hopefully he has a good game for us. We'll have to see what happens. That 7-game win streak's on the line right now. So we'll have to see if we can push it to 8-1 or if we're going to fall to 7-2 on the season. Regardless, I don't think it's going to make or break our season whether we win or lose this game. It's just one game out of 17. We've had a great start to the season so far. I'm expecting us to lose 1 or 2 games coming up here. We got a tough stretch of games, obviously, with Seattle coming up next week. Then I believe we've got the Vikings, and then we got the Los Angeles Rams before we head into our bye week there. So it's going to be a tough stretch of games for the Packers. I wouldn't be surprised if the Packers end up going 2-2 over the next 4, just because we do have a tough stretch here and we're still recovering from all those injuries we've been dealt at the start of the season here. So I guess we'll start off here, you guys, with a little bit of an injury report. Starting off the Green Bay Packers. Like I said, Aaron Rodgers is out of the game. We all know why. Obviously, it's been a hit on the mainstream media and all the news outlets lately. Bakhtiari's still out on the PUP list. He's, still recovering from that ACL injury. He has been practicing as a full practice, so I would expect him probably to be back next week against Seattle or the following week against the Vikings. One of those two. But he should be back pretty soon here. That'll be a big addition to the squad. Tonyan, unfortunately, tore his ACL in the game last week against the Cards. That's very unfortunate news. Our top tight end's done for the season now. Going to need some other guys to step up. It's going to be Josiah DeGuara's time. He's really good as a tight end in Cincinnati when he was still in college there. So I'm really excited to see what this guy can do, getting a little more reps and getting a little more chances at the tight end spot. Then we got Dean Lowry, questionable with a hamstring injury. He's been having a phenomenal season for us so far in the inside of that D-line. So hopefully he can be a go, but if not, I believe Jack Heflin's going to be back. He was an undrafted guy that we kept on the team. He had a really good preseason. Kind of been dealing with some injuries so far to the start of this year. So I'd like to see him get a few reps out there, see how he handles himself. Obviously, TJ Slayton's probably going to pick up the slack at a few reps as well. Our 5th-round rookie from the draft this year. MVS is still on the IR with his hamstring as well, so he's not going to be available in this game. Isaac Yiadom is out with COVID as well, so you can join Aaron Rodgers in that aspect. Jair is still out on the IR with his shoulder injury. I got a feeling Jair's probably not coming back until maybe the last game or 2 of the season. I think they're just going to pretty much hold him at way here, just bring him back if we do go on a playoff run, just so we can have him out there during the playoffs. But I think he's inevitably going to be going for surgery at the end of this season, unfortunately, on his shoulder. Kingsley Kiki's out with a concussion. He's been having a pretty good season for us so far on that D-line as well. So we're going to need some other guys to step up on the defensive front. Obviously, we signed Whitney Merciless, so that's going to be huge. Opportunity for him to step up and try and get some pressure on Patrick Mahomes in this game. Josh Myers is still out on the IR with a knee injury. Hopefully he's coming back in the next couple of weeks. We'll have to see how much longer he's out. But he's had a phenomenal start to his season at the center spot there as well for a rookie center. He was looking outstanding for us. Really unfortunate that he had to go down with that knee injury. But hopefully he'll be back in the next few weeks here. Worst case scenario, I'm sure he'll be back by the time we get out of our bye week after week 13 there for the home stretch of the season. And then we got obviously Kylan Hill tore his ACL on a terrible decision to bring the ball out of the end zone. He was seven yards deep in the end zone and for some reason thought he'd try some hero ball and bring it out. Ended up getting just absolutely annihilated at the 10-yard line, destroyed his knee. Very unfortunate. Never want to wish that on anyone. But kind of a self-inflicted injury because he should have just taken a knee in the end zone and had to set up on the 25-yard line. That could have been completely avoided. But nonetheless, wishing the guy the best. Never want to see anyone get injured like that, obviously. He's one of those guys who's a playmaker. He wanted to make a play for his team because he hasn't been getting a lot of run time at the running back slot. Obviously, when we got guys like A.J. Dillon and Aaron Jones, there's just not a lot of reps for Kylan Hill. So unfortunately, he's not going to get any reps the rest of the year. He's going to be out the rest of the season now with this torn ACL, you guys. Over to the Chiefs, they're definitely not as beat up as the Packers are. They got 2 defensive ends on the IR, but I believe they're backups, so they're not huge big-time players for them. Clyde Edwards-Helaire, the running back, still on IR with his knee injury. I believe he tore his MCL. Defensive tackle Saunders is questionable with a knee injury, and their offensive lineman Mike Remmers is out with a knee injury. And that's it for the Chiefs, man. So not a lot of injuries on their front. They're going to be coming in chomping at the bit, healthy, ready to roll. They're going to want to take full advantage of a beat-up Packers squad. We're going to have to fight tooth and nail to stay in this game and, try and pull off the victory against these guys. We'll go ahead and go through some keys to the game in this one, you guys, starting off. We'll start off with the Chiefs in this one. I think one of the big keys to the game for the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be not turning the ball over. Obviously, they've been turning the ball over quite a bit lately this season. And the Packers, I believe, have not lost a game yet this year when we at least get 2 turnovers. So that's going to be huge for the Chiefs to not turn the ball over on us because it seems like it usually works out in the Packers' favor by the end of the game if we do get a couple turnovers on the opposing team. So that's going to be huge for the Chiefs. Another big key to the game for the Kansas City Chiefs is going to be stuffing the Green Bay Packers run game. Obviously, we were able to run it all over the Arizona Cardinals last week on Thursday Night Football with our two-headed tandem there with Aaron Jones and A.J. Dillon. Absolute beasts at the running back slot for us. So that's going to be huge for that Kansas City defense. They're going to have to stuff the run if they're going to want to compete with us here, especially because that's going to add that extra pressure onto Jordan Love if we can't get a run game going, which is going to make his life a bit more difficult, which is definitely what the Kansas City Chiefs want to do. And then the last key to the game for the Chiefs is going to be getting good pressure on quarterback Jordan Love. Like I said, you want to make this guy as uncomfortable as possible in his first start in the NFL, make him make some bad decisions with the football, maybe force him to turn the ball over a couple times. So to me, those are going to be the keys to the Chiefs winning this game against the Green Bay Packers. And then on the Packers front here, you guys, obviously, I'd say the biggest key to our game is going to be running the football. If we can sustain a good run game once again this week like we did against the Arizona Cardinals, which we should be able to because the Chiefs got the worst defense in the league, so I think we should be able to put up some points here. But we'll have to see how we perform. Obviously, like I said, they're going to be expecting us to run the ball a lot with Aaron Rodgers being out of the game, so I think they're going to be stacking the box up with 8 man in the box, probably a lot of this game here. I think if they don't stack it with 7 or 8 guys in the box, we're going to be running all over them, so they're going to have to stack the box on us and have one-on-one matchups on the outside there. And then basically force Jordan Love to see if he can make some tight throws into guys like Devontae Adams, Allen Lazard, things like that. So we'll have to see what happens there. I think another key to the game for the Packers to win this one is going to be contain Patrick Mahomes, keep him inside that pocket, don't allow him to scramble for those crazy Patrick Mahomes style plays. I think if we can collapse that pocket nicely on him and hold him inside there, force him into some tough situations, get a few sacks on the guy, make him feel uncomfortable early on in this one, that's going to better our chances to be able to take home the victory in the game. And then the last key to the game for the Green Bay Packers, you guys, is going to be winning the time of possession battle. The longer you can keep Patrick Mahomes sitting on the sidelines, very similar to the game against Arizona. We won the time of possession battle kept Kyler Murray on the sidelines for a lot of the game. You're going to need to do the same thing with another great quarterback and Patrick Mahomes that you're facing here. You're going to want to keep him on the bench as much as possible there, and that's where our run game is going to come in handy. Jordan Love's going to need to complete some third down passes for us and make some plays in that passing game. Hopefully our play action pass can get rolling. He can get a couple nice deep shots throughout the game. But we'll have to see what happens, man. I'm excited. I think it's going to be a good matchup here. We're going to get to see what Jordan Love's made of in this one, you guys. He's had a year and a half under his belt watching Aaron Rodgers. He finally got some preseason action this year, so he should be ready to roll. You're not expecting him to have 400 yards and 4 touchdowns, but, you want to see a decent performance from a guy, because if he plays absolutely atrocious, that's not going to give us any confidence as Packers fans going forward here with him as our future quarterback if Aaron Rodgers does leave after this season, you guys. So this is a tough one to pick. I want my Packers to win so bad, you guys. I'm sure all of us Packers fans want us to win here. But realistically speaking, I just don't think we're going to have enough. I think the injury woes are going to finally catch up to the Green Bay Packers in this one, you guys. I think it's going to be a valiant effort, but I think a late fourth quarter touchdown from the Kansas City Chiefs is going to seal the deal. So I'm going to take the Kansas City Chiefs 27-20, you guys. I think it's just going to be too much for the Packers to overcome in this one. With all the injuries that we've been dealing with. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. I hope the Packers pull off the upset in this game. I would love your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. You think the Packers will be able to pull off the upset, or you think we're destined for a loss here against the Kansas City Chiefs, looking to get 2 wins in a row and improve to a 5-4 record, getting them finally above 500 on their season. So, like I said, would love your guys' opinion in the comment section down below. Please go ahead and like this video if you like sporting content like this. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you're looking for more sporting content like this in the near future. Thank you guys for watching this video, man. And this is Nizzy with Nizzy Sports Chat.